CBS Sports is proud to welcome you to the NAPA Auto Parts 300 for the Safeway Grand National Series. It's a beautiful day here in Daytona, as today is the first race of the Safeway Grand National Series season in 2011. A lot of stories for today. One of the major ones is probably the vast amount of rookies in the field. As the cars are currently right now on the starting line, let's take you trackside for the starting command.
Drivers, start your engines!
And there we have it. The engines have fired. 41 engines have fired on the Safeway Grand National Series season. Let's take a look at the starting grid for today. Budweiser, proud sponsor of the Budweiser Pole Award, given the fastest qualifier at each Safeway Grand National Series race. Budweiser congratulates Harlan Savoy on winning the pole today. And next to him is starting Lauren Batson. In row number 2, we have the 121 of Bobby Walker and the 27 of Wendell Smith. In row 3, it's Billy Three Bears and Dustin Bolton. In the 4th row, it's John Wren and Kyle Longfellow. In the 5th row, it's Chuck Marquez and Tim McDaniels. In row 6, Claude Carter and James Bean. In row number 7, Antonio Luciano and Alexis Wolf. In row number 8, Justin Lake and Amanda Karlstrom. Row 9, BJ Berlin and Trey Griffin. In row number 10, it's Donnie Weiss and James Armstrong. In row 11, Bill Pearson Jr. and Cole DeRosers. In row 12, Steve Green and Cole Trickle. In row 13, Kevin Casey and Randy O'Neill. In row 14, David Tanier and the Indy 500 champ Dale Earhart. In row 15, Greg Williams and Wilfred Holtz. In row 16, Tony Scott and John Wayne. In row number 17, Trent Selleck and Matt Frank. In row 18, David Morgan and Jesus Hernandez. In row 19, Bill Yarbrough and Matt Remke. In row 20, Bill Harrison and Timothy Famicek. And rounding out the field with a provisional spot, Rich Anderson. Let's take a look at the manufacturer's breakdown for today's race. Today we have 5 Chevy Camaros, 4 Chevy Impalas, 21 Ford Mustangs, 8 Dodge Challengers, and 1 Mercedes-Benz. And that is the current lineup as we start. The pace car is just pulling off, and the cars are waiting on the green flag to start the season. Waiting, green flag's out, we're underway here for the NAPA Auto Parts 300 on CBS. Nice start as they go down into turn number 1. Harlan Savoy has a nice lead right now, but Bobby Walker is taking a look to the inside, trying to see if he can pounce quickly and take the lead early. Right now as they come through the second turn and down onto the back straightaway, the cars are reaching up to top speed. It's going to take these cars about a lap and a half to really reach the top speed of about 180 to 190 miles an hour. We haven't seen much of 200 mile per hour brakes right now since the start of practice. But right now it looks like going underneath, Billy Three Bears, the number 32 car, is pushing the 121 of Bobby Walker, and it looks like Walker is going to take the lead and potentially lead the very first lap today. Now, you have to keep in mind, this is the very first time these types of cars have seen race conditions, and they went 3 wide for the lead just there. Lap 1 led by Bobby Walker. Now stuck in the middle, already sandwiched, is Billy Three Bears. Behind him he has his teammate in the number 27, that's Wendell Smith. Now going to the lead is John Wren with help from the 77 of Chuck Marquez. Down into the back straightaway, they're already 3 wide. We didn't see hardly any of that in the shootout, or for that matter, most of the practices. So I guess these guys are trying to... This is their first big race. It's a very big, rookie-dominated field. So these guys are very inexperienced in a lot of things they do. Of course, Chuck Marquez is a truck champion, so he's right now stuck there in the middle. But it looks like I've seen the top side gets the run on the starts and restarts. But that bottom line comes in further and further after about the second lap of running, and that's probably why you're seeing the 17 weaving back and forth, trying to pick the line it's going. Right now, there's rookie Justin Lake in the unsponsored number 38. He's in the middle being shoved up the racetrack by BJ Berlin. Berlin is giving the 17 of Claude Carter a nice push. It's just rookie domination all over the place. The vets race otherwise known as the shootout, was there. Whoa! Serious blocking going on as the 38 tried to go with the 14. Then he ducked down to the inside, and the 14 slammed the door on him when he realized he had a run. And now it looks like the 38 of Justin Lake is going to have the run and take the lead off of turn number 4. I think these guys are really well adjusting to the draft, because we've never needed the draft or relied on it, for that matter, as much as we are today, because in the past we've never used restrictor plates, so you could really, as long as you have a fast car, you could just move up through this pack pretty easily. Now as we ride on board with number 16 of Donnie Weiss, he is in the center, being passed by teammate in the 22, Steve Green. Green is on the inside with help from, I believe that is Kevin Casey in the 97. Looking back now from the 16 of Weiss's car, look at that outside line get a run, and look at the inside line get a run, and the middle line goes backwards. Last year, it was just the bottom line that was going forward. If you were on the outside, you could get a run off of turns 4 and 2, but every other place on the racetrack, you were a sitting duck. And now you see this nice little breakaway here at the front. We got some single file racing, and then it's insane 3-wide pack racing in the back. Justin Lake leads his second lap in a row, and we're going to see a lot of that again. Drivers can lead consecutively, and that is what's fascinating a lot of these guys, because they've not done that at all in the past. This aero package and the new car and the restrictor plate are allowing for that kind of racing, so you get really a sense of the generic and traditional form of restrictor plate racing. Now you see the inside line, that's coming to life, as Kevin Casey gets a nice shot from Tony Scott back there in the 45. And another thing we've got to touch on is we do have a smaller fuel cell today, so these guys will need to make about 5 or 6 pit stops over the course of this race. And if we don't see a caution, the green flag pit stops are going to mess up a lot of the pack racing. 3 wide for the lead again. That is amazing me. As we ride on board with the 32 of Billy Three Bears, he's looking ahead at Bill Yarborough in the number 35 while going underneath the 87 of Trent Selleck. Another thing these guys talked about in the driver's meeting, don't go below that yellow line, you will be penalized.
Clear.
Down the back straightaway again, you could see that 32. Not a lot of bump drafting is taking place at the current moment. These guys are just going to take it easy here in the first couple of laps and see what happens. Just let themselves unwind, let the race go on, and not start freaking out about till the end. Right now, this pack racing is looking real dicey now. It's getting me worried. Are they going 3 wide? No, they're going to start making pit stops. The fuel cell lane. Oh! Now we have a single car spin. It is the 86 of John Wayne. During green flag pit stops, I guess Wayne must have tried to come in and he got nipped from behind, and that will bring out the first yellow of the day. And so, to those guys, I think I saw Bill Harrison being one of them, to those guys who are trying to duck down into pit road, this is going to play in big favor of them, because they are allowed to continue the pit stops if they come in during the caution flag. If they were to have done that after the caution flag came out, they would have been penalized. But since they came in before the caution flag came out, they are fine and they can continue, and they'll be the leader when we come back right here on CBS. Stay tuned, everybody. We'll take a short break, show you replays. Looking now at this pack, led by David Tanier. Man, these green flag pit stops have really shuffled the field. We haven't really seen a lot of big pack racing. It's just dropped down to several car packs. Oh! Car on the apron, and we have a spin. It's Tony Scott, Cole DeRosers, Antonio Luciano, and I did not see who that other car was. But, Selleck's hard in the wall, and so is Carl Strom and Donnie Weiss. Looks like Tony Scott just moved up. And oh no! DeRosers has hit the 16 hard and gone upside down, and now heavy contact for the 26 of Remke. He's up and over, and Antonio Luciano has gone on his side. The caution is out for the big one, and it is a major one. And I am completely in shock to see that the big one just occurred out of little packs. Well, I mean, you have to realize some of these spotters are just going insane. They're trying to make deals out with everyone. They're trying to keep these drivers calm, and now we have this. Man, oh man, crazy. So the second caution of the day for the big one is out right now. Cole Trickle is the current leader. We'll be back for the round of pit stops and then the restart here for ZRW on CBS. Stay tuned, everybody, as we'll be back after a word from your local stations. There's a lot of guys right now who are desperate to win and will physically do everything possible. Bill Pearson Jr. being one of them, but it's just disappointing because he just doesn't have enough to go the distance. I mean, he doesn't at all. We just got 2 laps to go, and right now the guy who won here in July is trying to stretch the fuel as much as feasibly possible. Bill Harrison he's really been worried. I mean, the crew has been telling him all this time what's going on.
That's it. We're out of fuel. We'll put enough gas in to finish.
There you heard from his crew, giving him the word they can't make it. Bill Harrison feasibly cannot make it. He is going to have to stop. Such a shame for him right now. I mean, you have to feel for the guy. He thought about retirement over the off-season, decided to come back, and was 1 gallon short of winning. White flag in the air for David Tainter, however. Tainter has been on a bizarre schedule in his cycles. He's just absolutely not come in when everyone else has, and it's paid off for him so far because it looks as if he might go the distance, but Matt Frank and David Morgan back there, they are looking even more, and I think that with all these lap cars coming onto the field, I think David Morgan thinks that they're going to slow up Tainter, and he's going to be able to get to the inside of both Frank and Tainter and take the lead. Oh, here he goes. Oh, Tainter! Here they come! Through turn 4! Tainter uses his teammate of Lauren Batson as a pick to slow up the rest of the cars. But how about Steve Green? Will he be able to slow him up? Well, it doesn't matter now. I think it's over. David Tainter makes the stretch and wins the NAPA 300.
You won!
Congrats to Stage 2 Motorsports on an amazing win, and this bizarre fuel strategy paid off for him. You have to feel so good when you win at Daytona, and to do it in the first race is just even better. Man. Well, that's been great. Thanks for watching here for CBS Sports. We're not going to broadcast any more Safeway Grand National Series races this season, but we hope to see you again in 2012. I'm Pete Roberts, signing off. Thanks for watching, and congrats to Tainter.